Ornella Hernandez with Web3TV, and it's Sunday. We're at a meetup for crypto. It's called Sunset Blockchain Summits. Joining me here, we have Joe from Myna. How are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm wondering why you decided to spend your Sunday at a crypto meetup.
I'm new to Dubai, so want to get to know more of the crypto community and understand what it's about. And we've got an amazing venue here, so it's hard not to enjoy it, right?
Yeah, this is the Aura Skypool at the St. Regis in the Palm. It's gorgeous, so it's a nice venue to spend your day. Tell me a little bit more about Myna.
So Myna is a crypto Web3 focused professional services firm. So we focus on accounting and kind of other professional services, such as structuring your business and helping you with your tax position, etc., within the crypto space. And yeah, I've got a real large passion for crypto, so we just want to help more and more businesses and individuals get into the space.
What's the biggest issue that you find companies face nowadays when it comes to professional services like taxing and accounting?
I think the biggest thing, there's two things. One, people don't understand or realize the requirement to do anything about it, so they kind of ignore it, wait for it to be a problem rather than deal with it ahead of time. And let's be honest, it's not the sexiest of subjects to talk about, so people don't really think the first thing I'm going to do is get an accountant. But for me, the reason why it's so important is if we all want to make the space more mature, which we all do, which is why we're here, and long term, you've got to get those numbers right. You've got to have a good business, you've got to have a good business model and all those sorts of things. So for me, it's essential, but I understand it's not top of everyone's priorities.
So do you think that if FTX had worked with Myna, it would have been avoided?
We have said that a few times, their accounting procedures were horrendous, and you can never say you could avoid it, because if the guy's a fraud, the guy's a fraud, right? But I definitely think it would have been picked up a lot sooner, yeah.
I also think we needed some more investigative journalists on the case. All right, and so tell me how you got into the space in the first place.
So I got into the space more by luck, actually, than anything. We were working with a client, and they basically said, help my friend, he's got a tech company, go and help him. So I went to chat to him, it was in London, and he just then baffled me with all this crypto talk that I didn't know a great deal about. So we slowly started working together, and the more I worked with him, the more I researched it, and the more I started to understand it, the more I was obsessed with everything it could do and its possibilities. So yeah, one of those stories of start down the rabbit hole and never come back out.
I think we're all in that right now. And so tell me, what other sectors or technologies within the industry really piqued your interest? Was it NFT? Yeah, NFTs, I don't know, gaming, or just investing?
Yeah, so for me, it's all around how can Web3 and blockchain and crypto, how can it better our lives? How can it better what we're already doing? There's no point in having an industry that just does the same again and doesn't do anything better. So for me, that's the areas that I like to focus on, is those real world situations. I really like NFTs from a ticketing, membership, things like that, where it can really improve on the kind of archaic system we have now, like flight loyalty, things like that. I've seen that Etihad do an NFT loyalty thing. So I think in those, I think also sports betting, I think that's going to be a really big area for blockchain, and things like insurance, and where smart contracts can really, kind of speed up that process. So yeah, I think there's a lot of real world examples that I'm looking forward to seeing.
Do you own any NFTs? Can you share with us which ones?
Yeah, I've got, well, as a business, we've got 2 mutant apes. We bought those as an investment to partly get into the community as well. So we do a lot of work with the ape community in the UK, and we're starting to do a bit here in Dubai as well. So that's cool. And then I've got a few other little ones. One of them that's really cool though, called Drunken Monkey Members Club. It's a concierge app on your phone. Buy an NFT, you get access to the concierge app. They can book your restaurants, hotels, flights, yachts, whatever you want. And
what's that one called?
Drunken Monkey Members Club. It's really cool, really cool.
Okay, I'll look into it. And so, do you think that's maybe one of the the best perks of these NFT membership clubs, that you can just have these added benefits and you said, I don't know, maybe get into that new restaurant you want, or what's the main benefit behind it?
Look, everything's going to be different, right, for individual people. One thing that I really like about that app, for example, right, they announced recently a UFC event in Abu Dhabi. I'm really keen to go to one. I haven't been to one. Really big fan of it. but I'm busy. I haven't got time to sit in a queue for hours to wait for the tickets to come available. So you message on the concierge app and say, I want these tickets. And they sit in the queue for you and try and get those tickets for you and book you the best spot. So like that for me is a real benefit because I'm busy and I've got work and things like that. So yeah, I think the best value NFT or membership or whatever is what drives the best value to you as an individual, and that'd be different for everyone, right?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. And then what about the Dubai community versus the UK community? How would you maybe compare? Because I know now, I think CoinDesk named London like the top crypto hub, but would you agree, or do you think maybe Dubai, it wasn't second, but maybe it deserves first?
Yeah, look, I've moved from, I wasn't based in London directly, but I've moved from the UK to Dubai, right? The thing for me is events like this, you don't get anything like this in the UK. Like, the weather's terrible, and the community here is much friendlier, much more kind of positive, and, everyone wants everyone to succeed. So personally, I feel like if you want to build a successful business, somewhere like this, tax is low, even for business, tax is low, individuals is tax-free. Like, for me, it's a great place to run a business. I think the UK will always have its heart and soul in fintech, and it's got a huge banking sector, and so naturally we've got great kind of minds in the UK that absolutely it will always be up there. But I think if you've got to compare the two, I don't know why anyone would choose London to here, but anyway.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time today, Joe.
Thank you for having me.